Hey guys, Whisky here. Today's video I'm doing a little, let's show you what toy I bought with some footage. The toy I bought to go with my GoPro cameras was one of these. A Twister Quattro-X. New on the market. This particular one is about 100, well I paid £279 for it, £280. Got it from a local store. It's new on the market. It's probably the most affordable on the market. We're going to do an unboxing, have a look at the bits and pieces. Things to look out for when picking up a camera platform. Optional extra of a camera you can get that comes with a sports camera grip for the, funnily enough, the GoPro. This has GPS. So GPS hold, altitude hold. So once you set it, it will hover in place, give or take. It's return to home function, very handy. Basically, if you lose signal or you can't be bothered and get lazy, you can have it return home. 6-axis gyro, very important for maintaining stable flight. So this is a box. When you unbox it, you take boxes out. You don't need boxes. Why not look at the actual thing itself, which is a lot more interesting. Here's one I made earlier. Very, very garish. The build quality, you can tell why it's £280 as opposed to its nearest competitor at £500, £600, which is the DJI Phantom. It's crap, really, the build quality. There was flash in the props, the spray paint isn't even, one of the threads wasn't cut properly, so it became very stiff, very hard to actually do. That being said, it does fly well, so it's not the end of the world. You have to sacrifice quality somewhere, and in this case it was on the attention to detail on the build. But functionally, it works absolutely fine. You have on the bottom your plate with your grommets for the anti-vibration. As I say, we'll see some footage in a bit. This is the other part of it, the clip. I didn't use this clip. I took the clip off and went straight into the mounting using my GoPro case. Initially I tested with my cheaper GoPro, one of my white editions, because if this was going to go flying off into the ether or crashing into something hard, I didn't want to risk damaging one of my better GoPros. But later I did switch it over and crash it. So that's that. Nice big control unit. Linear aerials, not brilliant but not the end of the world. Various switching for different modes, so you've got manual takeoff, GPS lock, altitude lock, what do they call it? Orientation mode, which is regardless of which way the copter is facing, forward becomes forward, back becomes back, relative to you, not to the copter. Fairly straightforward. Set of batteries goes in it. 4 AA. The battery in the copter itself is a lithium polymer battery. Well, they're not strictly a lithium polymer. It's still a lithium-ion battery. I got about, I don't know, half an hour's flight out of it, which, like I say, I'm going to stop chatting and we're going to take it out. So, I will see you guys shortly. I'll find you that a second. Brand new quadcopter camera platform, test one, without the GoPro connected to it. Yep, okay, sing us a pretty song. We've already calibrated it. Make sure everything's in the right position. Let's give it some space. Yeah. Well, have you seen me fly? Okay. Okay, there we go. So this car has several modes. Do my part for humanity. I hear beeping. Why do I hear beeping? That might be because I'm in centre. Right. Not bad. Go for a little bit of a bimble. Currently still climbing. Coming back. Whee. Not bad, not fairly easy to control. Right, oh man, what's the setting for GPS lock?
Acquiring GPS signals. In order for the Quattro-X to acquire GPS signals, the model must have a clear view of the sky.
Yeah.
Objects such as tall buildings and dense trees will make acquiring the GPS signal difficult or impossible. Without a GPS signal, GPS mode, height mode and return home mode will not be available. Do not attempt to fly one of these GPS modes when the GPS signal is known to be poor or intermittent. Never fly indoors. With the Quattro-X powered up and the transmitter on, allow the Quattro to receive GPS signals by positioning the model on the... Oh, right. Only enter the GPS mode once the Quattro-X is airborne. Once it is desired height, enter the GPS model by keeping SWB in its 0 position and selecting position 1 on the SWA switch. So that's 0 and that's 1.
I'm just going to get back in front of us. Try not to turn around because it's rather bright behind us. I know. Okay, GPS, wait, forward, must be breezier up there than we realised. Right, okay, start there. And GPS lock is active, throttle center position, followed by the beeping. Hands free.
Yeah.
So this is GPS lock, I'm completely hands free at the moment. That's not too bad, really. As you may have noticed, I'm wearing my camera on my head. The last thing I wanted to do was plug the camera on the bottom and then lose it. So I still have control. I can still move around. It maintains its altitude. That's quite fancy, that is.
Yeah. I see it move when the wind came up there.
Yeah. So now I'm in GPS lock, I'm not worried about trying to maintain height because that's a pain in the arse. Anybody who's done any flying with anything will realise that. So this lovely beeping that you're hearing that is now starting to drive me mad like Chinese water torture is the Quattro's controller telling me that I am in GPS lock, because if I reduce my throttle, or in fact if I increase my throttle, I exit GPS lock. Or at least altitude lock, and there we go. So I can gain height, maximum climb, that's quite impressive.
Great, that was good.
Back into GPS lock. I'll go for a bimble over that way. A bit more aerodynamic flying, well, aerodynamic, more adventurous I should say. Okay. Alright, if we back up a bit, old man, I'm going to send it out. Oh, that's the wrong control, Mike. Be gone, fly free. Fly, my pretties, fly. Right. So now we're a little way a bit from home base. To return it home, it's 0 and 2. So I'm going to mount the camera on, so I want to bring it home. I'm in return home mode.
Here it comes.
Oh, there we go. Gave it a second. So I'm completely hands-free. Let's see if it comes home. Just thinking about it. This is where it stops about 3 foot above the ground completely and just turns its engines off. Wow, it landed better than I would have. So yeah. Throttle down to full, off into manual, or into empty, and then we're putting motor lock on. And there goes the motor lock. So now, motor lock by the way, whee! Throttle lock, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Right, it's time to fit the camera. Where's my button? There's my... Welcome to Whisky Voyeur Cam, or no, that's not a good name, is it? Whisky Spy in the Sky. And that, boys and girls, that way round, there we go. And that, boys and girls, is a nice little quick bit of test flight. Hope you enjoyed that. This is Whisky, signing off.